everybody. Hi, Toni. I saw you. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Tammy. We haven't officially met. I did see that you got abundant money. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy that everybody is here today. I am meeting with you on Friday, Amy. I'm meeting with you on Wednesday, Pamela. Toni, did you get your strat plan? I emailed it to you. I just want to make sure.
Hi. Yes, I did. Hi.
You did? I can't hear you.
Oh, whoops. Hold on. Let's see.
I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I'm in the van. I got it and it makes sense to me and I'm excited. And I feel like I need to get to work. And I'm excited. I feel focused and I'm putting the final touches on my first digital product with your help, and I'm so excited about those changes, and I'm like kind of getting like I was good about being consistent for a while on my social media, but now I feel like I want to have all this in place before we do like sort of like a jump start, like, and then I be hyper specific with everything. But I have been learning a lot more about how to, use ChatGPT to help me with the content, which has been a game changer. But yeah, so now I'm just like, I feel like it's a lot trying to do both at the same time.
Okay. I understand. So one thing that I can suggest is if you can look at it as complementing, and if you want to offload that mental load to where it gets hard, because it is important. Remember, your social media is top of funnel. You want to start getting those email addresses. Like our biggest thing is we really want to start getting people in your email list. So that's like our next, you have your freebie, you have your digital product. It's all really like good and great. We're making those final touches. But one thing to offload the mental load that can be really helpful is you can keep uploading your digital product even as you're making edits and changes to ChatGPT and say, can you make me 3 hyper-specific posts, 7 hyper-specific posts for my target audience, and have ChatGPT make your text overlay and your accompanying captions. And then you just post it, just try to get in that and just trust it, because the quality is important, but it's also the practice of being consistent and showing up consistently with the algorithm. Even if they're not all bangers, that's okay, because you can look at it as a way of surveying your audience of like, okay, they may not want to see about this specific book, but they want to see how my kid feels or something like that. And then just remembering to start getting like more B-roll. You're really good at that, but remembering those types of things it just takes practice. So I don't want you to get discouraged. It does not need to be perfect. I'm proud of you, because what you're doing is really good.
Oh, thank you. I think I was gonna try to do 3 times a day like you, but then I quickly realized that I don't think I'm going to be able to do 3 times a day.
If I'm going to start with 3 times a week.
Yeah,
start with 3 times a week.
I might be able to do 3 times a week, like twice a day, like the 6 days a week. Because I feel like if I'm doing it that morning, I can go ahead and schedule, for the afternoon. And then I think once I get consistent with the 2 times, 3 times a week, if that makes sense, then I can like try to be adding more later. But I think I'll be able to do that. It's just that when I was trying to do 3 times a day, I was like, whoa,
I know. Would it be helpful for us if I scheduled or blocked out time throughout these 90 days, because we meet twice a week and you guys are very consistent in showing up twice a week. So why don't we leverage this time that at the end of our calls, or maybe at the beginning, we have a social media party almost where we schedule out our content. Would that be helpful to you? Okay.
You mean like where we work on
Because
it?
you
Or
can
what do
schedule
you
it.
mean? What would we be doing?
Well, we can do a multitude of things. We can batch create content on Canva together. We can go through and I can help you fine tune. We can create some hyper specific text overlays and captions, or we can know that we're going to be doing that every other Tuesday for the week. And we can say, okay, these are my ideas. I have my B-roll, and we're literally going to schedule them out with Meta, because you can schedule up to 15 days in advance, and you can schedule up to, well, you can schedule further than that, but I think it's like 15 posts in total. So we could do that together and I can help you. Would that be helpful? Just to help you get consistent. So then, you know, the back of your mind, you're like, okay, I have quotes going up. At least I know that I have something in my algorithm going up and I'm scheduled. Would that be helpful if I allocate, 15 minutes on a Tuesday? Yeah, Amy. Okay. We can try that and see. Let me work that into the schedule and we can see how that would work. Maybe that would be helpful to people.
Yeah, I think, Chelsea, can you hear me?
I can.
I think what would be so helpful to me is to see you like schedule it in Meta, because I've never done that before. I did figure out how to batch content like the quotes in Canva. But my ChatGPT doesn't connect with my Canva very well. So I would love to see like just you scheduling your stuff and you making your stuff, because I feel like I'll get a lot out of that. If that
Okay, I can do that. I can share my screen and I'll just plan on doing that on Tuesdays, and you guys can either do it along with me or just follow along. And maybe we could even rope Alexia and Amanda into doing some hooks for us or something like that. So let's just plan on that we will do that together, like either, actually it should be a Thursday thing. That should be a VIP thing. So we'll do that maybe the first Thursday, every other Thursday or something, where we can allocate 15 to 30 minutes, and we'll make sure that Alexia can help us with hooks. I'll get with her and I'll tell you guys how best to prepare for that. That could be extremely critically beneficial. Yeah, we'll do that. And then scheduling, I can show you very quickly, and how I do that on scheduling. Really quick. So I'm going to pretend that this is the reel that I'm posting. So I just added a new reel, right? I'm going to go next. Okay. I've done all my things. I make my content in Instagram just because it's easiest for my brain. Alexia and Amanda both make it outside of the app in like CapCut and different video editors, and take that not with a grain of salt, take that like for what it is, because they're the ones that go viral. So there's probably something to it. However, this is just the way that my brain can do it right now. So I go next. If you scroll down, if you scroll down and you go to more options, and you can say schedule this reel, and you toggle that over, and it'll give you when to schedule it for. And then you just hit schedule, and then it posts. You can schedule the time and the date, and it's the easiest thing. So if you batch create a bunch of quotes, and that's what you want, and you could, by the way, even in Canva, you can add like photos, you can add like videos, you can do all different kinds of things in there if that's what you want to do, and it makes it easy for you. But you can at least know that quotes are going up. So every day at 10 a.m. you have something. You can do that on a Sunday if that's easy enough, and you just like literally press post. Sometimes I'll use, if I'm promoting a certain product, and Alexia and Amanda are both here, so we're not going to tell them this. They're going to cover their ears right now. Sometimes I'll reuse my caption just because I don't have the bandwidth to create more, but I know that I want to like hit that same thing. I'm not saying that's best practice. It is not, but it helps me with showing up for myself. So I'm just, Amanda's laughing at me.
I reuse my captions all the time, Charles. It's okay.
Okay,
I do.
so
So let me just say, like, actually, I encourage it. I know you what Chelsea's saying is probably like, you don't want to like, reuse old things, but I reuse captions. Like, I'll save things that I know I'm going to say over and over again. And you know what I also do to save time? Content that's done really well, I use it again. If 90 days ago I used it and it went viral, I'm going to use that again. I'm going to remix my own reel and it'll go viral again. Or an original one that I did, that just, I loved the hook. I steal my own dang hook. I'm telling you, what works. So don't reinvent the wheel, people. It's not, it's stupid. Like, use what works and keep doing it again and again and again and again. Okay. That's all.
So Alexia and Amanda, I just want you guys to know this. I know that Amanda's going to talk to us about brand deals too, but were you guys on when we decided we tasked you with jobs every other Thursday for either the first or the last 15 minutes? We're going to take time and batch create content together and like schedule it out just to help our moms stay consistent. And then if they need help with hooks or with something, we can troubleshoot a little bit with that, but at least we know every other Thursday. Okay, Amanda's saying yes. Every other Thursday, we're gonna we can schedule out quotes or certain B-roll things that we know we will use. Yeah, it'll be a power minute, exactly. So we'll just do it all together. We can troubleshoot questions. Amanda says yes. I'm sure Alexia says yes. She's already agreed to be here every Thursday. So when time allows with babies. Okay, perfect. Alexia says love. Perfect. Okay. So everybody's rolling in. I'm so excited to have you. Hi, Carissa. Hi, Jana. You know what, Jana, do we have our 90-minute on the books? I'm like going through and talking with everyone. Can you let me know in the chat? If anyone is owed, Pamela, I have yours. Amy, I have yours. Carissa, we had ours. Toni, we had ours. Jana, I need ours. I'm sorry if we did schedule it. Let me see. Yes, I did. Let me know when we're doing our 90-minute. I just want to schedule that. Okay. Carissa, did you get, we sent you a 30, 60, 90. So just so everybody, perfect. Friday, that's great. No, that's great. Okay, so we have, and I've told most of you individually, but I'm going to say it now. We are launching our 90 days. As you guys know, this is very exciting. We want to get our digital products launched. We want to get our businesses launched. We want, and as a part of that, I want everybody following everybody else on their Instagram handles. If you see, so like Carissa's doing an amazing job in her stories. She just promoted that she did her whole thing. She's doing her e-magazine. Hi, Amy. She's doing all of that. Toni has her product that's going to be launching soon. I want you guys to watch each other. I would like for you guys to tag each other if you can remember, so that way you can promote each other. So we can have some built-in, we can share and collaborate. As you heard Amanda say, she grew 400,000 followers, right? Since being here, Alexia is almost going to cross over to 500,000. Since being a part of our moms, and I'm not saying that our community is what credits that, but collaboration over competition helps quite a bit. So in promoting each other can be very helpful. We have an share, collaborate with each other and comment on each other's posts. Share, put in your stories. You're going to be seeing, I will put them in your stories. I want to do it very strategically. I have to get Alexia and Amanda's kind of clear path to how we're going to do that, because I want to align it with our email list send outs for everybody's product rollouts. And I want to make sure that we're promoting as loudly as we can when everybody's products start to roll out and they get the attention that they deserve. But we need to share and collaborate amongst yourselves. And then we're going to do the Abundant Academy, and we'll even bake in some influencer marketing as well. Toni, I see your hand up. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Would it help, since the algorithm loves like saves and shares, if we like just made a little folder for each other and just saved the posts also? Would that help like boost?
Always, yes. Save, hi, Betty. Save each other's posts, share each other's posts, even if it's sending it on a text and you don't want to share it to your stories, which would be awesome if you wanted to do that and just be like, hey, this is my friend's product from our community, like whatever. I don't know. The messaging, Alexia would probably be better than me because I'm just a blabbermouth and sometimes my messaging is skewed so it confuses people and then it doesn't do what I want it to do. So that might be an Alexia thing, but I do think that we should be sharing. We should be making sure that, yes, absolutely, save and comment. Just talk each other up. And if you see something that you're like, hey, even in my post, if you're like, hey, I think you maybe tweak this, or it's not, this is kind of off and it's not resonating with me, privately, not publicly, make sure to send them a message and be like, hey, I just want to let you know that this maybe could have been clear. Like, not in a mean way, but in a way that's like, I want to help you get here, because sometimes we have blinders on when we are messaging. I know I do, especially when I'm like delirious or tired. And yeah, exactly, constructive. And so if I hear back from like Alexia or Amanda, they're like, hey, this could have been said better. I'm like, oh my God, yeah, that's what my brain was thinking. So I'm glad that, you know what I mean? So it's good to be helpful and collaborative. Okay, so I told some of you individually, I'm telling all of you as a collective group, we are going to be going through our 90 minutes. You are going to be meeting with me. We're going to be meeting with each one of the experts. So like, as Carissa knows, if I know that I have a shortcoming, like Carissa has a very comprehensive model that she's rolling out. So cool. It's going to be a magazine. It's almost like an empire, really, of like this like good housekeeping, peaceful magazine, amazingness with simplifying homeschool, but also like bringing in all of your different prayer warriors and all of these different things that she's creating in her product. And I knew that my brain couldn't message that the right way. I could build out the entire empire for her and tell her how to do it and automate it. But as far as messaging it, that wasn't my strength. So I like texted Alexia, like, hey, can you jump in, please? So that will happen. And Alexia will do the same thing to me. So just so you guys know, be aware. Yes, her e-zine is gorgeous. Absolutely. So that's the 90 minutes. Then what happens behind the scenes is Amanda, Alexia, Samia, Shannon, and I all sit with your product and we go through a plan of action and we come up with a 30, 60, 90 for you. We approve that plan and then we help you on the next step. So again, we lean into each other's strengths. I'm really great when it comes to overseeing like the business vision, offloading, automating, where can we fit this in? Alexia is fantastic at that too. That just happens to be kind of where I'm fitting into the puzzle. Then I hand it off to Alexia. She makes sure that your messaging is right. She reads your digital product. She runs that through her bot. She comes up with some social media ideas, some email campaign ideas. She goes through that whole marketing piece. That's her real strength, right? Then we take that, we create your landing page, we help you, we don't create it, we tell you how to create it with ChatGPT and whatever you're creating, what you should lean into, what you should focus on. That landing page then goes to Shannon. Shannon will look at it, make sure that it's like that you've implemented it into the template correctly, that everything's good. We'll all go through it, we'll play with it. Then we approve it, we push it on. It's like you're going to go through your basically go plan of how we're going to promote it. And then Amanda and Alexia will sit with it and come up with a strategic social media plan for you and work with you on how you should be messaging this, some different additional ideas. And then we'll keep rolling through it on our 90 weeks. But that's really what happens after our 90 minutes. So every one of our experts touches it in our expertise. So that way, by the end of this, we hope and we aspire to have a very successful, $1,000, $10,000 product, whatever it may be, depending on what your goals are. And we just keep rolling with it. And if we're not having that success, we pivot and we keep working together and we're here. I keep putting in, yeah, why don't we do that right now? Everybody put their Instagram handles in the chat so we can add you to our Instagram group. Thank you for the reminder, Carissa. I am putting in our, hi, Amanda, you're back from mission. I am, by the way, Amanda has a new clothing, like a shirt for giving back on social impact on Kaya and Cash. I need to like send it to you guys. It's really cute. It's called what is it? Hope is Contagious. We didn't really officially launch it, but isn't that so cool? So it's all going back to adventures and mission. We do that all the time. If you guys have any kind of fundraiser or social impact kind of focus that you want some like flows behind, get with me. We'll figure it out. Okay, so if everybody can open this document, this is our business in a box. This is for our members. I don't know if everybody on here has a business in a box. You guys are getting like the free kind of walkthrough of everything that we're covering, and I will link it because you're going to want this, especially if you want a digital product. This is, for those that don't know, this is everything that Amanda, Alexia, Shannon, myself, and I needed when we started our business. And really, this is focused on digital product businesses, but this is really applicable to any online business. And when you get a business in a box, you get access to Abundant Money, which is our collective bucket of courses. So I have my AI Mom course on there that will help you streamline everything in motherhood and business and automate. I have my Mom Business Blueprint that Amy was taking on your shop. It helps you with your Shopify store. Was that helpful to you at all in helping like build out your business brand and all of that? I need to update it, but I feel like it's a pretty good course. We have our social media content in there, like mastery, if you want to increase your social media presence. We also have Alexia's viral playbook. We have Shannon Karen's, she teaches a lot of the business in a box because she's made 2.8 million in digital product sales, and she gives you her exact templates in business in a box. We have Samia's creating generational wealth building, where she takes you through how to get out of debt and what to do with your money when it comes to investing, all kinds of stuff. We also have an affiliate program with Abundant Academy, with Real Merchant Services, and with All In Nutritionals and Lino Cosmetics. So we have hero products in Abundant Academy that's like basically, which link? That's basically instant cash. So like these affiliate programs, if you have friends, these affiliate programs have been vetted for our hero products. These are products that me and the experts all use on a daily basis that we like actually verify, and it's not just junk, and it's a good company. Anyhow, all of that mouthful is to say that's what Abundant Money and Business in a Box is. For the next 90 days, we have given our members, typically this is $47 a month, to get weekly calls with our experts that come in and rotate. Those that buy Abundant Money and Business in a Box get weekly coaching. This is what the next 4 weeks or what is that? What's 90 days? 90 days is 12 weeks. What the next 12 weeks is going to look like. And we will be launching your business with you. So today we are really focusing on like pre-launch content. A lot of you have gone through for the last, almost 4 weeks, we focused on target demographic, establishing your niche, you're establishing your audience, those types of things. If you want to go through, and we built your business bot with you. If you want to go through last week's call and the last few weeks, they are on YouTube and available. They will also be available in your portal, and they're really good information because we take you through a lot of this. And doing the 90 days. Okay. Yes, we'll talk about that in your 90-minute, Jana. We can figure it out. Sorry. Okay, so I gave you our page. We're going to be going through and talking like your product refinement, all of those types of things. If you guys open this product. We do have, I know last week before the workshop, and by the way, thank you all for being here. We talked about the brand management and the brand paid partnerships, brand management for social media. We talked about that and you guys all had questions on it. So since we've covered a lot of the product refinement, since most of you have 90 minutes with me and a lot of you already have started to define your digital product, so we've gone through a lot of our product refinement in our niche, I'm going to gloss over that. For anybody that has specific questions, we can stay after and I can go through it, and I can also send you the links to the specific teaching. I want to make time right now for Amanda to talk about brand management and negotiating brand deals, because for the next 90 days, we're really going to not be focusing on those kinds of things. And I think it can be very influential to a lot of you while you're building your social media and you're having smaller followings to know about having those kinds of discussions in the back end. So I really do want you guys to be able to have exposure to this. And I think Amanda can speak really well to it, given that she does negotiate brand deals in the ballpark of $30,000, $40,000 for her reels. So it's pretty insane. And she has done that all herself and her husband, and they are incredible. So I do think that this is critically important. So those that have specific questions about what I was slated to talk about, feel free to send me a message. I know I owe 2 of you emails. So Ashley, I owe you an email. Adriana, I owe you an email. So know that I have that. I will get back to you. And Jana, I'll talk to you on Friday, or I'll send you a message. Amanda, I know you're nursing. You're incredible. Did you know Amanda taught, so she's a certified lactation consultant. She has a pregnancy course on Abundant Academy and Abundant Pregnancy and Motherhood. We built an entire category around this because the course was so great. And she has a digital product called the Thriving Cookbook, which like constantly has, when we launched and we were focused on promoting it, it was selling like crazy. It still is. We need to put some really serious meta dollars behind it. It's that good. My husband even cooks with it. It's a great product. She's awesome. But she taught an entire course nursing a baby when she was like, I think she was 3 weeks postpartum at the Empowered Mom Summit. Like, she's insane. So she's gonna do it again. Go ahead, Amanda. I love you.
You are amazing. And she says all this like she's not postpartum as well and running an empire. Like, yeah, so I would love to talk about brand work, and any questions you have, go ahead and drop them. I'm going to try to cover them while we talk about what we talk about. I can do like a quick review of kind of what I talked about at the workshop. Was everybody here for the workshop? I'm trying to see. Oh, hi guys. Hey. Sorry. Okay. I also would love to switch to my laptop at some point because I'm looking at my teeny tiny phone, but
Oh, you're muted, Amanda.
I don't know how to unmute you. I'm sorry.
I got it. It's me. I'm trying to, everything flipped sideways because I'm trying to make sure I read the comments. I saw how to even get started. I don't know why I'm automatically muting myself. I don't know what's happening there. Okay, I'm done. I promise. Going on maternity leave, doing the 90 days. Should I message you later, Chelsea? Okay. How to even start? How soon should we start initiating conversations? Oh, as soon as you're ready. Like as soon as you feel like you have the capacity to talk to brands and promote their content, there is a brand out there for you and for your audience. There's an insane amount of brands out there. So I think one of the things that took the longest for me to wrap my head around is what kind of brands were available and what even brand work meant, because my brain thought it meant I needed to get a hold of like Dyson and promote vacuum cleaners, or I needed to, you know what I mean, be a really good salesperson to be, 2.5 followers on all platforms. That's totally fine. There are brands who are just looking for a collection of content creators within a niche, not necessarily like I want the biggest, best followers, if that makes sense. And I feel like I have a really great example of this thing we keep talking about having like a small following is okay, and you want a very specific audience. Because recently what happened, I went on mission, you guys saw that I was gone, and my audience who's here for my entertainment, my virality and my big adventures and all of that, I had like 7 people, maybe 20 people who were interested in my mission content, right? There was a very small and specific audience who were interested for that. And so within my giant audience, I have a very small, very specific audience who those are the ones I'm talking to when I'm putting out and promoting specific content. And so small content creators are what's a small following? That doesn't dissuade brands. Brands don't, follower count doesn't mean what it used to mean. It used to mean so much more. I'm reading this one. What do you do when you send your rates and they say we are a smaller company and only have XYZ for money to pay influencers, but we will be growing and we want to be a part of it? What do you do? Would you take the offer? So I have absolutely taken the offer and I've declined the exact same types of offers. You really have to consider where it is you are, which stepping stones you're trying to take. If you are in a place where you're like, hey, I have practice at this, I know what I'm doing, I know I have the time and capacity in my posting schedule to incorporate something like this, and I would love the practice. I would love to practice marketing and see what resonates with my audience. We need a baby switch. If that's where you are and you feel comfortable with the offer, take it. There's only one offer I can think of that I have taken that I was like, man, I shouldn't have done that. Like, that one was awful. And it was with the brand Pat, which I've heard other people have had great success for, but it was 6 months of going after them for a $300 partnership. And that's crazy. At $300, it's just kind of $300, nothing to sneeze at, but it's just a lot of work to chase after for 6 months, if that makes sense. So yeah,
I think one thing that I want moms to remember and that we tend not to is when you're thinking about taking something that doesn't pay you right off the cuff, the affiliate marketing is not going to pay you a lot depending on the product, and it takes consistent effort. It's great because you don't have to build anything else out, but baking it into a digital product is a great opportunity. Having it a part of your regular stories, like Amanda can like schedule stories out and that kind of thing is great. But when you're talking about like $300 or whatever, and you're saying it's nothing to sneeze at, it isn't. But you have to remember, what do you consider your hour to cost? So that those are hours of investment. What do you value that time at? Is it worth it? Like, does it cost you more time to go after that $300, or is it easy? That's one thing that I just want you guys to start remembering whenever you're doing anything in business, is remembering what you value your time at. And there's always an opportunity cost to that, which is taking time away from your babies, taking time away from other revenue generating items. So just remember that when you do that. Sorry to cut you off, Amanda. I just
no, not at all.
To remember to set boundaries like that.
Yeah, exactly. And another note on affiliate work versus brand collaboration work. Brand collaboration work, you're typically set inside of a contract that's like, here's the parameters, here's what I'll be posting when, and you kind of have that opportunity to promote whatever it is you intend to promote, and that's it. If it doesn't do well, the brand might not pick you up again. If it does phenomenal, they might not see value in it because of this, that, or the other. Like there's kind of a situation that if you don't get into a longer partnership with them, you are kind of stuck to see where the cards fall kind of situation. Whereas affiliate work, like she said, you can post it, you can just as much as you want, however you want. You don't have to, like a lot of times with brand work, we will send out a concept for review. So we'll say, hey, I want to post this, this, and this. This is how I want to go about it. This is what I'm going to share first. This is my outline of it. And you can be as detailed or not as you want, but I tend to be more detailed because it helps me plan for the content, and because I can hear from the brand if that is not the voice they're trying to promote, if that makes sense. that's all a lot of work. That's all time. It's all part of what they're paying for when they pay you. They're not just paying you for the number of followers you have. They're paying for your understanding of the algorithm, how to create content, how to represent yourself or their company. They're paying for a lot of different things when they initiate a collaboration with you. So those are all things to consider when you are setting your budget. I would also do some research. I haven't recently looked up what the numbers are. I kind of have my set rates. Do you guys want to know what my set rates are? I'm kind of embarrassed
Everybody
about them.
wants to know your set rates.
Okay, I have to ask my brand manager. Okay, so for one video, if a company's like, hey, one off, we just want to do one video for one platform,
It's $2,500.
it's $2,500 minimum. If they want to cross post, if they would like it in my stories, if they would like me to make a post about it as well, if they would like other opportunities, if they would like a ongoing partnership, like a 6-month partnership or something like that, we can be as flexible as we want. We can give special offers for those because we like partnerships better. They have a little more like financial security. So asking like, hey, 3-month partnership, can we talk about 30 grand? Like that's a big scary ask, but you're talking about the number. You get to discuss like what is the content, how are you directly emailing companies?
Yes.
Yes, and you have other options. What was your 2,500 minimum price for is like one reel on Instagram one time. That would be like one post.
I'm interested to know, like, I would suggest that to be higher, right? Like, because your content is so detailed and there's so much time that gets put into it. I know that you lean more into brand work, which I think would be very applicable to like Pamela or Alexia or larger mega more influencers that maybe you don't have an audience that typically converts, but you can expand a lot of crazy brand awareness. That would be really applicable for somebody like that does like a partnership like you've done with Bark or whatever, because you get huge reach, right?
Yeah. Yes. So I mentioned before at the workshop, there are different types of collaborations. So you have collaborations that are for like a product launch or something like that. And you also have brands that will do product or brand awareness is what I'm trying to say. So they're really just trying to maintain the appearance that a lot of really great people use our product. Whereas it's like product placement in movies when you see Coca-Cola everywhere. You know that they're just trying to like put it in people's head. This is the product that you should think of when you think of soda, right? And that was
like
kind of a big.
Fabletics only uses mom influencers. They don't even put much of a marketing budget on much of anything else. They put over 60% of their marketing budget on mom specific influencers.
Yes. And so you can, when I say there's a brand out there for you, Fabletics, is that the question? Okay, that was Fabletics. Do you use Social Blue Book? I don't know what that is. Should I be using Social Blue Book? Someone send me a link. I'll look into it. But no, I don't use Social Blue Book right now. So we've used a couple different routes of making connections. Direct networking is one of the best ways and the most fun. So showing up to conferences and to meetings of those kinds. Last year, I went to the Mom 2.0 conference, and that was my first one. And there was brands, and there was other influencers, and there was all of those things that were so much fun to make connections, and you get to really show your personality. And I walked away with a brand deal on that one. So Shopify Collab is good for micro influencers. Absolutely. There are brands for everybody, especially if you're interested in affiliate work. It's incredible how many. And then I think Shopify, I think so, and a couple of those affiliate work sites, you can specify, I want to do product for payment, or I would like ones that pay something, or have a initial, what's it called when they give you an initial payment of some kind, but then they have all these other, they'll have like ad dollar budget that they will add to it later. Flat rate is the term I'm looking for. So they'll have a flat rate, and then they'll say, like, let's say our flat rate is $300, but we have $2,500 in ad revenue, and that means that if my view, they're splitting that ad revenue amongst me and whoever else created content for them, and if mine does well, I will get more of that ad revenue than
Wow.
whoever else. And I don't like that it's like in competition. I want us all to win. But that is an option. It's great. There are.
You're gonna win.
Oh. I want everyone to win. But there are like TikTok One. Is that what it's called? Who's on TikTok? I've seen a couple of you guys over on TikTok, but so TikTok One is another program amongst their monetization programs that connects you with brands, and Instagram is initiating this also. They have brand connection opportunities on Instagram. I'm trying to remember if there's a specific way you have to initiate that, or if it's just kind of a option that's available to anyone who's a content creator. I'm not sure, but basically on Instagram. Bye, Alexia. We love you. I was trying to figure out if I could pull it up. I don't think I pulled it up fast enough, but on Instagram, there is in the chats, there's an option specific for brand collaboration opportunities if you are set up as a content creator, which allows brands to reach out to you directly and notifies them that you're available for brand collaborations. So the question was, are we reaching out to them directly? We've gone several different routes. I mentioned LinkedIn initially. That's one of the ways. There are just certain things that brands check when they're checking who you are. So they pretty much always ask for your analytics, because again, follower count doesn't really mean anything if you don't have the engagement, or you don't have the sales, or you don't have whatever. So your analytics have to prove if your entire audience, at one point, my entire audience went Middle Eastern. Like, I mean,
you do have a lot of Middle Eastern followers.
It's crazy. I don't know if it's large family. I don't know what's happening. But at one point,
but like all of your comments, I'm like, oh, that's so funny. It's so interesting.
That I noticed on one of my Facebook videos specific recently, it kicked back off, but TikTok hit Middle Eastern heavily at one point, and the Hispanic community, which is great. We love the Hispanic community because we do work in the Dominican and all kinds of stuff. So practicing Spanish was a big thing for us. But my audience took a huge turn, and we had a massive following in all these other countries. And that was, brands were like, what's going on there? No, I don't think we're great. You have 500,000 followers on this one platform, but they're not going to buy from us. They don't even speak English. So there are techniques to target this country, and that is to do giveaways only in your country, to tag cities and in this country or your state if you're being particular about where your location. But you can tag your state in your posts, and that brings people from that state or who have interacted with that state in some capacity to your page. And you mentioned one more. Products, especially if they're American-made products and you're promoting them in America. You can grow your American audience in that way. So everybody knows how to check their analytics, right? That's an important thing to be able to do.
Can you show them? So go here.
Show them.
Do you want me to do it?
Sure.
It's not going to be the same, but your hands are full. So you go here, right? I think, and you go to professional dashboard.
Yep.
And
That's right. So you should be able to if you guys just mess around in there, you should be able to see your follower count, where your audience, pretty much everything I think in Instagram is clickable. Like if you think it's worth understanding more, click on it again and see if it gives you even more information. Because that really helps. And those are the things you would present to a brand if you're going, hey, I have a very loyal following of 2.5 thousand followers. We talk about this. This is our niche. This is what I specialize in. And you need to represent yourself as a leader in your niche because that's what they're looking for. And that's what you are to your audience. And so a lot of times we'll use ChatGPT. It knows our voice and how we pitch. So we'll just kind of rephrase it for that specific brand. There are so many brand conversations happening between influencers and brands that are just ChatGPT back and forth. So eventually you get down to a conversation between you and a person. But you can tell when they've sent you an automated message of some kind, and I always respond with one. But we take the time as we're going through and refining our message, even if it's ChatGPT, to be specific about what we find, what we like about the brand, what the brand's doing well. Another big thing that I try to be intentional about when I'm talking to the brand is I will go analyze the brand's voice from their website, how they talk about things, what's important to them, and I make a note of their voice. So when I am talking to them, this is a manipulation tactic that you can use whenever you want, but use it for good. If you reflect somebody's voice back to them, they are inclined to like you.
Mirror and match. It's a sales technique.
Yes.
You have to know how to do that.
Yes. So
Brilliant.
I am intentional about that. If I'm the one presenting, myself and our offer and what I like about their brand, I will reuse, like just mildly rephrase things from their very own website, because one, probably every marketing person doesn't have the entire website memorized, but two, they'll go, wait, she knows our brand voice, and that's what we're looking for. We jive, if that makes sense.
You can also screenshot their website. You can screenshot their about us. You can screenshot certain things about their social media and upload that to ChatGPT and ask for a strategic plan on how your assistant would suggest you use your social media platform to promote their product in their brand voice that complements yours or something like that, right? So you can automate that.
Yes, absolutely. Chris does all that now. I don't do that stuff anymore, but I know he's done very similar things in understanding the brand. I get 100 companies a day that'll reach out and say, hey, we love your content. And they've never seen my content in their life. They just went to my email and sent me an email. Yeah. So that being specific that's why I do that in return when I'm pitching to brands.
Can I ask you really quick, Amanda? So Pamela does a lot of like food specific shopping. She cooks a lot. She does a lot of that on her socials, and she's a big YouTuber. But she'll take you grocery shopping and through all of that. Now, I know that you have your Amazon affiliate links. I know that some big influencers use like Walmart, and they have you can have bigger retailer connections and brand deals as well. But like there's programs specific to having storefronts with those. Like I'm sure Aldi has one. I'm sure Costco has one where you don't get paid specifically, but if you're continually promoting their product. Do you already do that, Pamela? Because one thing, if you're already using a big retailer or a specific product or products in your content already, make sure that you have an affiliate or a way to get paid for that, because it's free advertising.
Yes.
How do you do that, Amanda?
Yeah, I have scaled back the amount of like UGC, user generated content. I've scaled back the amount of UGC type work I do because we have pushed into much bigger projects with brands. And so I don't want to be like, hey, would you consider a $60,000 deal with me? Also, I just promoted this one for free and for
Right.
okay. So I'm careful. I'm trying to be careful about balancing that one. But initially, yes. And we have spoken directly with the marketing of like Walmart, and they have been very clear. Yes, we have all of these. We have like affiliate programs, or we have, I think Walmart even has a whole like Walmart platform. They created their own social
For
media.
mom influencers.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. And so we joined it, but I just didn't have time to pour into it. And I was trying to push into bigger projects at the time, but that is an option. And from that marketing team, they've specifically said we watch it and we pull from people who are successful or who match our tone, and we pull them in for actual paid one-on-one paid collaborations. So I know that other companies do the same thing as far as the affiliate work transition. But yeah, if you're already talking about products at all, make sure that at the very least get signed up for Amazon affiliates, because Amazon affiliate work, you have pretty much anything you talk about. There's an Amazon version of it. And then you just go in and you go to share. Yes, you should.
Yeah, you absolutely should, Pamela. And you should, I'm sure that they have, because so the reason why I'm leaning into Pamela is because go look at her YouTube channel and her Instagram following. I was actually going to use her as an example for content creation as well, but it's so beautifully done, but very hyper specific. She's nailed it when it comes to getting a niche market and a demographic. But you should be compensated for that, because she'll take her all 11 children to the grocery store and show her grocery store haul, or what she eats in a day, or what the kids eat in a day. So it's a lot of like constant seeing the grocery shopping or the products. And I need to get my son. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, so if you're doing that, if you're sharing about those things every day anyway, or regularly, often, you should be tagging those brands and working with them also. I want to communicate that you have the opportunity to work with companies. This is the like, hey, I thought I had to work with Dyson or with Bounty because we use their paper towels, or you have those opportunities. But as a small creator, it gets very overwhelming thinking of how many big creators there are out there. But you don't have to go after those types of collaborations. There's so many opportunities out here. I was thinking of like, if you are working with, what do you call the clothing companies who Amy might know, who specifically create clothing that is helpful for anyone who's disabled in any capacity,
Like
or
adaptable, yeah, like
Yes,
Target,
yes.
yeah, adaptable clothing. Yes, that's
So you could reach out to literally every one of those, and you could talk to them and say, hey, this is my niche, this is what I talk about, this is what I do. We'd love to share other options. So that's my niche, is family, where we are, how we can do family life in an alternative way to the standard society. And so working with Samaritan Ministries, where they do health insurance entirely different, working with Adventures in Missions. Let's talk about a vacation for your family, but let's do it different, right? Let's do it. So that is what I do. So then I'm finding all these brands that match this different lifestyle we're talking about, right? So if you have anything that is different, there's a brand out there. There's definitely a brand out there. Christian t-shirt company. Discount off their products. Yeah, no, I mean, that's an option. We were couch shopping for the longest time, and finally we just linked up with a TikTok couch company, and they sent us one for free. And I promoting it, but it's because we needed a couch. And so, I mean, if it serves you, if it helps you gain experience, also every single one of those you collaborate with, you are building a what do you call it? Like a repertoire, a resume, building a resume to say, I've worked with this, I've partnered with this company, any capacity at which you are partnering or collaborating with them, you need to be writing their name down, because those are the things you start to announce when you are building out your media kit. You guys know what a media kit is. Let me see if I can find mine really quick and show you an example. Oh, no, Kenji. Judy, oh, I'm sorry. What's on your face? It's a stamp. Okay. Let me see if I can send you guys this. All right, I gotta do this. You guys hop out, please. Send me your questions while I'm finding this really quick. A media kit is, you can do it as pretty like I did with Canva here, or you can do it just like a Google Doc, but it's where you basically, it's your resume. You've defined yourself. You give a vibe of your presentation, your voice. Oh, I need to update mine. It's fine. Okay, I found it. I'm gonna see if I can send you guys a copy. And you guys are welcome to use this, steal it, because even just wrapping my head around about how I wanted to pitch myself was took a while to figure out what I wanted to do. So you're welcome to steal this if you want. If it'll load. You guys got questions? You're free to jump on if you have questions.
What, Amanda, with like the Amazon, sorry, Chris, with the Amazon affiliate, I've had it forever. And now that I'm getting more comfortable in social media and doing all that stuff, so it could literally just be like a sensory toy I got for Derek. And then it's like, oh my God, look at this toy. And then you just drop the link there. So that moms, because I do have moms messaging. I mean, not moms, there's like one lady who messages me about everything, but like just drop the link and then that's it. Because I've just never, okay.
Yeah, totally. You can do it in stories. You can do it in your, like, you can build out a link tree. That was one of the first things I did when I felt like I was struggling to keep up with links. Those share. Can you guys see my? You've given Zoom Workplace access to only a select number of photos. Great. Now give them to the people. Done.
But you're making sure that it's an Amazon affiliate link, right? On your affiliate program. Okay.
Yeah. So when you share it, it will share just a typical link. You need to tell it that it's, I want the affiliate link for this.
So I have a question on that with the Amazon affiliate program. I follow these people who have these like really beautiful, organized Amazon fronts.
Yeah.
And the only thing I've been able to figure out is that you actually do have to have a certain follower account to get, am I thinking wrong? Like their storefront or whatever. I don't really know what I'm trying to accomplish other than I share like homeschooling things. And if I share kitchen things, I don't want to have to like link the same thing over and over and over again. I'd like a really organized way where if somebody wants to go see all my favorite homeschool things, they can just go to my Amazon and see all the things I've saved in this homeschool album.
Yes, that's amazing. And I think you can totally do that. And you can be an Amazon storefront. I think you should. It's very time consuming. And I do think that there is a limit to it. And that doesn't get you emails, and that doesn't get people in your email list, and that doesn't get you subscribers. What you should also do is link in your freebies and make sure that you link your Amazons in your free digital products. Make sure you link in your newsletters. Make sure you link all of it there. And that way you can tell people to get, you have there's 1,000 of your freebies. If you have a homeschool collection and that's what you want to sell, make sure that you give that away for free and you're giving that to them, but at least you're getting their email in return and you're sending them to your paid product landing page at the end. So you're always getting more of that like consumer flow. I could be off base though. Amanda, what do you think?
No, I'm with you. Yeah. And the other thing you're doing is you're building a buying audience. When you have followers who do go to your links and click in and check in, and you are also creating, again, your resume, something that you can show brands, look, this is how my affiliate work does over here, or that kind of stuff. But yes, I've not taken the time to build out like a Amazon storefront. I know a lot of people do and they're really successful with it. And then they're
Another thing that you can do is you can make collabs. So LTK does really well also if you tend to be like a fashion person or whatever, and you just you make collages in Canva and you throw those up into your stories and you link those. Those tend to do well. LTK is like Amazon but for clothes, right, Amanda? I don't know. I know it's hard as a small business to get on LTK. It's extremely expensive. But you can do that for your Amazon as well if you wanted to. But if you have a digital download that's already a freebie, that's already a collage, that's linked, then you can just throw that into your stories as well. I don't know. Toni, you have a question.
Yeah. I remember at one point a very vague memory of trying to sign up to be an Amazon affiliate, but I got stuck at some point. So I don't think I have the ability to like share an affiliate link via Amazon. So is there like a process you have to go through there? Like, so is that right? Like you have to do something to get the affiliate link, right? You can't just share anything and then just choose between like an affiliate link or a regular link.
Yes, you have to be in the program first. Bye, Tammy. Shoot us any questions you come up with.
Tammy.
We're happy to answer them. You have to be part of the program first. I don't know how to type in a password and talk at the same time. Once you're part of the program, and I don't know what the qualifications for, I don't remember. It's been a while. But I'm thinking they might have been like 1,000 followers, and I don't remember. I don't even want to say because I don't remember. But that's you just signing up for the program. You get accepted within 24 hours or 48 hours or something like that. And then at that point, you are officially in the program. That one's an Amazon affiliate.
Okay.
I don't know if that's Amazon. I don't know what it is for the storefront.
Okay. So I'll just try to do that. And it's just pretty simple.
Yep.
Just apply. Okay. Thank you.
The other affiliate programs, I sent it in the chat. All in Nutritionals is if you guys are eating, feeding anything, if you're at all Maha moms that believe in the tinfoil hat, that food is poisoned and whatever, and you want the solution, I am telling you, All in Nutritionals is so incredible because it's food-based products, food-based supplements that they've like flown in, like, I don't know, Alaskan tundra soil, like everything they do is the level of excellence. They have like 20 acres and they made their own thing. And he started on like Dr. Oz and on stages with Tony Robbins and like started like Genesis Pure, I guess, was like the company that he was with before. And then he started his own because it got too corporate. It's a whole thing, but they're all about gut health and like, it's like Plexus, but really good. And it's not a multi-level marketing. So it only goes 2 layers deep. I don't even know what that means. All I know is I actually like the products and I use them every day. So I'm starting a challenge. I announced it on stories for 90 days. It's going to go along with our 90 days. And it's going to be like, you're going to come on morning walks with me. We're going to work out. We're going to take supplements. And he created this like mom bundle for us, specifically for moms, to help you with your cortisol levels, to help you if you're tired, to help you if you need help losing weight, any of your inflammation. Like they have the only methylated food-based kids multivitamin that's actually helps with any of like hyperactivity or any of like the craziness that happens when we overfill our kids with folate and all of the craziness poisons. And like, I didn't even know there was like beetle juice. Like you guys need to watch our podcast. I was like sitting there like, we're doing another one where he talks about chemtrails and I can't wait because he's so well informed. He's not a crazy person, I promise, but it is like, oh, I knew it. Like in the know. I go outside and my husband thinks I'm absolutely insane because he's like, oh, what's the next conspiracy theory? He's like, I know the prime minister is not a man. And I'm like, no, the wife is. If anybody got that, thank you for getting that. Sorry. So all the nutritionals, the reason why I like them and we partnered with them for Abundant Health is because they pay 30% of commissions, and they gave us, the bundle is $40 off, but the products are good. You can get them individually or as a bundle, but they made mom bundles, kid bundles, and men bundles. So it's literally for your hormones, for what stage of life you're in, for like athletes, all of that. And it's really freaking good for you. And you make quite a bit, like you do well. So if you have like a recipe book, or you have certain things that you are using these in your daily life, then they're easy to link. And I'll put the affiliate link in there. You can I like it. Conspiracies are realists. Yes, you're right. Amanda, do you like the products? I know, Toni, did you get your kids vitamin? Were you able to try it? Did you like it?
Yes, my kids do love them. And yeah, I put them in my 20 months old bottle and she likes
It's so
it.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, it is really good. I need to start sharing it. I just get a little blocked when I don't completely understand. And I love how they send you a little video too. It was pretty simple enough. I just have had my plate full with trying to do my product and posting, but I do plan on promoting them for sure because they do love it. And I would like to try their mom stuff.
I absolutely love their product too. My favorite is the kids one was great because it's simple and so good for them. But the ancient energy, yes, that's that one right there.
So
Anyways, practical.
Chelsea, hold it up again. I missed it.
Okay, so I'm a bitch around my period. I am not a nice person to be around. I'm trying, but it was like I was on birth control and then I had babies, and now like managing my hormones is extremely difficult. And so I literally asked him, like, what the heck do I do for this? And he was like, okay, you're having like caffeine withdrawals. So, like, went through the whole thing. And he was like, you have adrenal cortex. You need to you're having these spikes of cortisol. So you need to like level that out. You need to have testosterone. You need to have this. And he I have headaches at the end of the day and I don't drink. He was like, you need to detox your liver because you're sitting with, because I had an epidural. He's like, you have all of this trauma that's been living in your body. He like told me the whole spiel. And I was like, okay, guy. And I started taking it and I feel so much better. Anyways, the only reason why I brought that up was because we were talking. No, it's not all powder. There's like, I have a full pill shop downstairs.
Are the kids powder or is it chew?
Powder, yes.
Okay, that is good because they're, sensory hates it all. I've spent so much money, so. Okay, go ahead.
And I think it's $34 and for 30 days for the, but they will send you. So if you're going to become an affiliate through Abundant Health, they'll send you the kids, as a part of so if you want to do that, just text me, and try it. I'll put the affiliate link in here. And the only reason why I bring it up wasn't to sell you guys products, but to tell you about our affiliate programs because we vetted them and we were talking about affiliate links. So because Amazon is great, but I think you like at the highest, if you're posting about it every day and you have like a couple 100,000 followers, I think sometimes you can make like $300 a month. Like on affiliate, all in nutritionals, you're making their average, like their top leader is making like 14,000. I average, and I have 1,500. I post about it maybe 3 times a week. When I'm doing that, I average about 1,500 a month based on what I'm selling. Because I use it, but I use it every day. I'm going to be doing a 90-day challenge. And let me know if you guys would find this helpful, but we're calling it Becoming Her. And I'm literally going to take us every day. I'm going to go like live big commitment for me, on my walks to keep me accountable. And I'm going to talk about like, okay, here's what I'm doing and what I'm taking to get healthy. Here's my workout for the day. Here are my 3 priorities. Here's the book that I'm reading. Let's read 10 pages a day. Let's do our water. Like, keeping us accountable while we're doing this 90-day challenge. And I'm hoping what that will do is like grow our followers too, and like work all together and like create a community. I don't know. Is that something you guys would like to do?
Also, it's just a phenomenal way to get your audiences engaged. I also want to point out, I don't know if we've mentioned this before, you are very welcome to steal any of the ideas that we have. Like if you want to do your own 90-day challenge,
yeah.
30 days, engage your audience, do it. We'll jump in with you as much as we possibly can. Shannon and I both have a cookbook. Shannon's has made 2.8 million and mine hasn't not, but that's okay. And we have different
we're getting there. We're breaking that down. We're getting close.
But no, the thing is though, I don't have like a hesitancy to create a cookbook because I had a plan, an idea, and a mission behind mine, and I got to execute it, and I'm excited about it. And even if we both, hers was for frugal family meals, right? Because they were on their debt-free journey, and that there's a specific audience for that. And mine was more for families, and not that none of our recipes crossed over. I don't know, I would have to check, but the idea is that there's such a very, very broad audience out there when we're sharing with the internet, right? And so we don't need to be like hesitant about our own ideas and our plans and our thoughts because somebody else is already doing it. So what? You are an individual and you have your own thoughts and ideas, and it's not like, yeah, there's room for everyone. Absolutely. We are in a collaborative environment, not a competitive environment. And I'm rooting for you if you guys have cookbook ideas. Let's go. Let's do it. But my thought in sharing that is that also I bought more than one cookbook in my life. So if Shannon's audience buys hers, they could just as easily be interested in mine as well. You know what I mean? But I just want you to say that if you are hearing things that we're talking about, or you see things that we're doing, and you're like, oh, that's a great idea, but I don't want to be like stepping on anyone's toes. You're not, go ahead. And we will support you all the way.
Yes, that's awesome. Yeah, you should do a cookbook. That would tie in really well.
Yeah, for sure. I would totally buy that.
Can I ask you a quick question? Like these affiliate links that you're dropping in here, how is that tied to us like individually? Like how do you know?
So if I put right here, the one that I'm hearting currently, you can sign up for the affiliate program right there and then use your affiliate link to sell those products if you wanted to. I was just showing you the product. Yeah, they have a full affiliate program that literally that's your top line or whatever. It's only 2 deep. They have like all of the marketing materials in there. They have a full dashboard, and you get paid. They do payouts every 30 days.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And to further explain also with affiliate link and how things get tied back to you specifically, nearly every single brand collaboration you will do, they will give you a link that is yours and it's tied to your name. And typically also they will give you some kind of like % off for your following. So a lot of times mine will be like sellers 15 as my like code, right? And even if they don't use my code, the link ties back to me and people know who brought in that customer because of the links. Also, I wanted to point out, you can take a ton of links for different things and put them into ChatGPT and say, hey, I need to organize these. If you're getting ready for your LTK or your, which is your links to know, it's a website of its own, or your Amazon storefront, or if you're creating out a link tree and you're like, hey, this is a lot, I don't even know how to break these down, you can put them into ChatGPT, literally the link, copy paste link, and you can say, these are all affiliate links, and these are all products I use all of the time. And you can create, ChatGPT will literally make you a spreadsheet of your links, categorize, broken down and categorize, this is what I use. And then when you are posting and you're like, oh man, I should tag that, I should link that, you have a quick reference sheet you can pull from to share any of your affiliate links or or even like brands I share with, I have a long-standing collaboration with them. I will have all of those linked so that, or like a similar caption, or the things specifically I'm supposed to share in every caption of every specific brand partnership. Does that make sense? Because brands will say like, okay, make sure you hashtag this or that or the other. And I don't want to forget those. So you can put them all in ChatGPT and it'll organize them for you, and you'll have a quick literal link to use for all of those things.
Yes. So, thank you. Thank you, Amy. So this is your Post Affiliate Pro link. So make sure that you register. And if you're going to share with your friends about Abundant Academy or about anything that we're doing, you make 30% on anything that gets sold. And like you said, that link, so that becomes your link specific, and then that link tracks, and we pay out every 30 days. You'll see in your dashboard. I'll see it, I'll watch it, and then you get paid out. Da, 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 da. Okay, so those are links. That's brand work. Do we have any questions on that? We threw a bunch of information about you. Do you have any questions? Yes, Pamela. So the ambassador program, are you talking about for, because I talked about two of them, All In Nutritionals or the Abundant Academy? Yeah, Carissa, I will. Don't worry about it. All In Nutritionals. So I have the, yes. And I think that would be, I really want you to try the products, Pamela, but I sent you to sign up for here's the affiliate link again. I'll pull it and I'll put it in the chat again. Sign up for the affiliate program. And if you have, like, look at the products that they sell, and if you can bake those, we'll talk about it on your 90 minutes, but if you can bake those into any of your recipes or anything like that, I would highly suggest it. But having those, you sign up for the affiliate program or the ambassador program, and you can make 30% of whatever's sold. Does that make sense? I don't know why I'm saying that again. I just said that. Does that, did I say that the right way? Okay, thank you. Clearly I need to have more of this. Woo, it's a problem. Okay, mom brain. Yeah, mom brain is right. I have not taken my pills today. That sounds bad, but that's not what I mean. I mean my vitamins. Oh my God. I'm doing too many things. It's been a day. Okay, do we have any more questions? Tomorrow, so I did want to talk about our 90-day plan on what's coming up. So this week, so on Thursday, we'll talk about like final refinement, our products, and then the pre-launch content. So you'll see a lot of our moms have started to do like their pre-launch. If you have your digital product and you're like, hey, I think that I'm ready, just email it to me or text me or send it on a DM. So we can review it and look at it, and we can start touching on it and making sure, like, we'll give you feedback, and Alexia will like literally, she gives you a lot of like voice notes and memos and stuff. It's great. If you should already have your niche and your target demographic established, whether you're doing a Shopify store or a digital product store, you just want to increase your social media following, you want to do affiliate programs, you want to do all of it, whatever it is that this business that you're launching is, you should know who you're launching it to. So you should be posting regularly and consistently, and it needs to be consistent. I'm an advocate for daily. You guys know I'm insane 3 times a day. It's really not that hard once you get in the habit, but you need to do what you can keep up and be consistent with. So even if that's 3 times a week, then do that. Slow growth is still growth, but you can't go and post, and then stop. So whatever you set out to do for this next 90 days, You have to do it. You have to do it or it won't be effective. And we are going to sit and we are going to post with you and we are going to support you however we can. And we are going to share and we are going to tag and we are going to do all of the things to support you, but you have to do it. We cannot post for you. We can help you figure out what to post. We can help you share your posts. We can support you, all of the things, but that's where it all starts. And like I've said, it can be faceless. It can be just quotes. It doesn't have, you can schedule it out for the next 30 days and only do that monthly. People are doing quite well with that. It doesn't need to be you making it live that in that moment in that day. So please, 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 if you do anything today, it is making a decision within yourself on what your posting schedule is going to look like and who it is you have a heart-to-heart with Jesus, but also a heart-to-heart with Judy or Mia or whomever, your Emily, Missy Moo. What is your name again? Yours?
Bestie Boo. My bestie
Bestie
Boo.
Boo. You have to have those chats and come up with it. You have a full-on social media specialist, marketing specialist, you like at your fingertips. So there really is no excuse. It's just a matter of figuring it out and fitting it in. And then once you start doing it, you're going to get the responses, you're going to get the growth. Like it's a way to survey your audience. You just have you do it. But make the decision and stick to it, please. That's your big homework before Thursday. And then because it's like advised by Maria Went, and any expert will tell you, you need a lead up to pre-launch. I'm not great at that. All of my clients, partners will tell you I am the worst. I'm like, okay, it's done, let's go. And you can have a lot of failure, at least, but for me, my thing is, well, it's done. And then all I have to do is relaunch. I can just keep pushing it out there. I can iterate, I can move, and I learn a lot. So what most people will say, you need to pre-launch it. So that means you need to talk about it. You need to talk about it. Maria Went says to talk about it for 180 days before you even launch a product. To talk about it, to get that target audience chomping at the bit for your product. And she has huge launch days. She has $100,000 launch days. Is that your goal? It wasn't mine. My goal was to build something big, sustainable, and consistent, and to get $1,000 days on a regular basis and to start building into that. That's what my goal is. And in order to achieve that, that is daily emails, 3 times a day posting, and making sure that I have a tangible product that I can support and that supports my audience that, whatever, services them. So whatever your goals are, that's what you need to sit with. And that's what your social media should reflect. And your social media should also be, you need to be talking about your emails and all that. But I want you to start posting as soon as possible because we need to start collecting emails. Carissa, you did what I asked you to do, and you posted about it. You started talking about it. Did you have a good response?
I did. Actually, I still have messages coming in today. It was so exciting because I've been faceless on my Instagram for a while, where I was always so present. And it was like ripping, that's why I told you in the message, it was like ripping off the Band-Aid and like going back into that comfortable, like nestled in, like muscle memory almost,
Mm-hmm.
And so like my just
so
people
good.
that I know, they were so kind. And like, we really get in our own head about nobody wants to hear what we have to say. Like nobody even cares. I'm showing up here all the time and nobody cares. And I got like messages of I've really missed you. Like I've missed what you share. And I'm like, okay, I don't care if there were only 15 of you. That means so much to me,
That's huge.
Yeah.
Imagine 15 people standing at the line at a bake sale. That's a lot of people. If you have 15 people buying, you know, a $10 product even that I know that we're pricing your product differently, but that's $150 that you can then take and put into meta ads that'll reach, you know, 15 more people, or hopefully 1,500 more people, which will then, so you need to remember that this is something that you're building, and slow growth is growth. And I'm so proud of you for just ripping the Band-Aid off and going after it. And now you just have to keep building on it. So now they're expecting it. It's going to hold you accountable. You need to talk about it again today. You need to talk about it again tomorrow. And it doesn't need to be this long drawn out story unless you want it to be. Your brand is Front Porch Talks. I know I love your talks. I would love to be as consistent. For a while, I was consistent in talking every morning on my walks and talking about what we're doing and whatever. And sometimes I would get a response and sometimes I wouldn't. And sometimes I would fake answering questions. Like I would pretend that they were asking me questions. And they were
All
not.
done.
All right.
Wait, I just have to say, I literally always wondered, like, where are they getting all these questions? And I was like, duh, they're just writing them themselves. It's genius.
Just writing them themselves, okay?
Positive
Judy
brain.
asked me and I answered.
I'm screaming. This is the
Hey,
best ever.
I have to tell you guys, one time I decided to respond to a comment with the whole video, and I did this whole thing and I was all excited about it. And then I couldn't go back and find that comment. Like couldn't find it for the life of me, searched for it for hours, because I like to be authentic and like I'm replying to this actual. Anyway, so I made my own private profile and posted that comment because I'm like, I'm replying to this comment, but I made a separate profile. When I was making the profile, I was just like hello is the name.
I like to be authentic.
Well, I learned my lesson because I made the profile like hello 1 2 3 or something like that, right? After it was posted, went viral, quite viral. I realized that the I messed it up and the username was hello hell. Like, and I'm like, I wouldn't even engage with a person like that. What happened? Like, anyway, I learned my lesson. It wasn't a real person, it was me.
Amanda, you are the most authentic person I know. Like you very much are. So for you to go and like make the comment, because she's not lying when she says like, I knew that there was a comment that asked me this question and it resonated with me and I wanted to answer that question, but I don't want to not have proof that the question was asked. So I'm going to make up an entire profile to rewrite the comment.
I learned my lesson. No more fake profiles at all.
I love it. Hello, hell. Do you still have that profile? And do you respond to the mean comments in your because no. I would be doing that. I would be telling people to go kick rocks.
Nope.
People are mean to Amanda. And me, but like I'm getting used to it. I don't know that like people are terrible. Anyways, we pray for them, we bless them. Anyways, please make sure that you go and you do your stories and you start getting out there and you start actually posting on your posts and tag us so we know that you've posted it, because it doesn't always hit our feed, or a lot of times, and what you guys are going to start doing and you should be doing, and I hear Amanda say it a lot, is and Shannon does this too, I should only scroll 20 minutes a day, because like if you're scrolling, you should be creating and you should be posting content. So make sure that you tag us in it so that way we can respond and we can comment and we can share and we can save and we can do all of those things. And you'll see in 90 days when we all look back on today, I think, and I'm hope that all of our followers will, like, we will grow in our following. I hope that our sales will grow. I believe that they will. And you guys will be hitting these new goals, but we need to start doing the things every day, and you need to start stretching, and you need to start doing the things that make you uncomfortable, because that's the only place that we grow, even if we grow slow. That are resonating. I don't want to make the same mistake last time and dump. Well, so, okay. So about that, you want your stories is where, yeah, if you guys want to be a part of my challenge, I would love for it. I'm thinking I'm just going to do it and see where it goes. I think that you should do stories and highlights. I know that a lot of content creators live in their stories and like it's a new trend and people are loving that. However, I understand what you're saying. Amanda, can you speak to for a minute, because Carissa used to do extremely well in multi-level marketing for essential oils, and she would live in her stories and basically all of her content was in there, and people would very loyal buy from her and live to watch her stories, but her follower growth was not great. So how do we help her from doing that, right? You're comfortable in your stories, but you don't want to live there, right? So what would you suggest she does?
Like, I often wondered if I should have just went and repurposed that same story into a reel or something. That way new people could see it too, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. As far as I can tell, Instagram has been working with stories in the capacity that they do allow push stories to other non-followers as well. So you can get some reach there. You can also, one of the things I do with my stories is I will hashtag things, because hashtags work similarly in stories as well to reach specific audience groups that you might not know. But I would, what?
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. So, well, I don't know how well it does, but I have seen more views because of I'll have hashtags, but I'll change the color of them to something on my page that makes it totally camouflaged in, so you can't see it on the screen, so it doesn't look pretentious or whatever if I'm just talking and I've got hashtags all over the place. But I'll literally pick the color of the bottom of my screen or something, and I'll put them tiny back there for that purpose. But yes, all of your stories you have them set to save automatically to your phone, right? Once you post it, I would take those.
You can automatically make it save.
Yes.
I manually save everything.
Yes. There's a setting in there that changes it to save as soon as it's posted, it'll save. And then you can take those and put them together in a reel or posts, or as carousels are big right now, you could do carousel videos. So if you already have your stories as short videos, you could put them as a carousel post that's one story at a time. One post video, if that makes sense. Yeah, so you're swiping them. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, definitely repurpose. Yes.
Okay, darlings. Any other last minute questions other than, so your homework before Thursday is to start posting. There's no excuses. I don't care. Tag me. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you wholeheartedly. Just come up with a content schedule, commit to it, and you are committing to it for 90 days. And if it doesn't work, then stop. But you have to promise yourself and me and Jesus and Amanda and Jesus again that you, before us, that you are committing to this schedule for 90 days. So whatever that is that you can do, tag us, whatever. If it's once a week, that is that. But do what you can do and don't sell yourself short, because I know that you can do at least once a day. But whatever you can do. I don't want any don't give up. But remember, you're not at this alone. You have all of us.
Pressure, not so much pressure that you're overwhelmed, but just enough pressure to motivate you.
Yeah.
No, but pressure.
So we coming up with that, and then you should have an idea of your product that you want, and we are focusing on digital products for the next 90 days. You should have your business bought. You should have at least started to take business in a box. Do know that we can see where you guys are in your courses. So I can see, if you tell me that you've done it and you haven't, I can tell. So just FYI, I can fully tell. Nobody's done that yet, but I can. I tried to lie to Brad about it one time, and he was like, I thought you were all about rigorous honesty. And I was like, I don't think I didn't do it. He's like, I know, I can tell. I was like, oh, there was that. I learned quick. Okay. Links in the videos are broken. Which links?
In some of the, I took a picture for you. My phone just died. In some of the business in a box, the homework links that you're supposed to download, they're broken. I forget what they say, but they won't
Not
download.
the templates. Not the templates, but the actual.
No, the like links. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, so it says, nope, is that right? I'll send it to you when I find it. Here's one right here I can send. Hold on, I'll show you. I forget which module it was, but I did take a picture of the module and then also of the error it was giving me, so that I could pass it along to you and you would know where it was at. But like, this is one of them. Like when you click the file to download the homework or whatever. Did that come through?
Yeah, but I don't know where.
I know where they're at. I can send them to you on Instagram in a message after this is over, but that's the kind of thing that was popping up for me when I was trying to download that stuff.
Yeah, please tell me. So, because that's like the business in a box that needs to be working, and so you should be able to download the 3 documents, and then in those there's video modules. So while you're taking the video modules, there is template links. So to both Canva and the lead pages that you should be able to open and then put your content in. Are those broken? Are those the links that are broken? Or it's the documents that aren't downloading?
I can't remember. It's been a couple of days, but I did screenshot all the ones that I've come across, where I was at, what it was showing me, so that I could send it to you and it would be easy to find.
Okay. Yeah, please send that to me. If you guys ever have any issues, send it to me on Instagram. So that, or email, or my phone, or whatever. So that way I can get to it right away, because that's bad. That's not good. We'll get that fixed. And then, but you should have an idea about your digital product, and on Thursday, we will troubleshoot and go through all of the review of our digital products together. We'll go through it all. We'll make sure that it's all good. And we'll go through landing pages next week. We are going to be talking about email build out and email flows and email setup in the freebie opt-in. So Shannon will be with us Tuesday and Thursday, and we'll be going through Converter Kit. We'll be going through MailChimp. We'll be going through all of those integrations. And we'll be making sure that everything's kind of built out. So I want us to have our digital products. Is there another course we should have done by now in AA? No, I would want you to be doing the business in a box, and then AI Mom is a really good course that can help you with business and automating quite a bit. The viral playbook can help you a lot in Abundant Money. That's by Alexia, and she has her viral playbook download that you can literally just upload into the ChatGPT. Yeah, business in a box is total priority, and viral playbook, I would say, is really helpful. It's an hour-long course and it's jam-packed. Business in a box is great because it has all of the templates and everything. But I would say the viral playbook is really important if you're struggling with social media, or if you want even more help. Business in a Box is a great time to like build out your business bot. It has all of the templates for that. If they're working, I can't believe that the link's broken and I didn't know that because it was working for me. I feel awful. Good. You should do Viral Playbook again. And you should be able to download. If you have any trouble downloading anything, please let me know. And Carissa, please send that to me. And if anybody else had trouble with links, please let me know. Because Business in a Box really, it is what it says it is. It literally, you should be able to download everything and use the links. Okay, perfect. And use the links to like the templates to be able to literally use your business bot that we build out, that like I have that manual that we built out last week. You should be able to use that with that content and literally apply it into your landing page templates. I know that baby's so cute. Is that Archie or Sawyer?
This is Sawyer. Archie Man's sleeping right behind you guys.
Aw. Okie doke. As soon as your phone's alive, let me know. Thank you, ladies. If anybody else has any issues or anything, please send me an email. Please, thank you. I want another one. Oh, oh boy. Okay. Have a great day, guys.